We'll take Grist up to 4 and mill 1. It's a Spring Heart name 2. It's an insect! Oh! It happened!
The prophecy.
It happened!
The moment of legend. Hello and welcome to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown. My name is Serge. Joining me today in our special studio away from home, we have Rachel Weeks.
It's me! Hi everybody, I host Command Zone and talk a lot about Commander on the internet.
And recently, Canadian Highlander.
Canadian Highlander. I've been playing a ton of it and it's super fun.
I am so excited. We figured while we're in Chicago and we have the opportunity to hang out with our cool friends, why not play our favorite format? Reminder, everything we do is brought to you by you with your support of the Patreon over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. If you want to see our deck list, if you want to know about the format, you want to ask questions, hit us up. It's all down below. Rachel, what are you bringing? Tell me about your deck.
I have a Sultai Seekerwalk list. Sick. And it's a little graveyardy, it's a little mid-range, but I wanted to play good creatures and cast Time Walk 1 to infinity times.
Spooky, very spooky. What are your points?
6 for Time Walk, 2 for Vampiric Tutor, and then I have Psychic Frog and Reanimate.
We have surprisingly similar lists. I'm on Blue-Black Tempo, which is a list that I have found some success lately in like local tournaments, and I wanted to bring something spicy. My points are Mox, Reanimate, Psychic Frog, and I've also got a cheeky True Name Nemesis and a Strip Mine.
Okay.
So Tempo with I'm going to be honest, a little bit of a mana denial package here, because I think Blood Moons have never been better with like all the check piles and everything running around.
Oh, with this check pile?
Uh-oh. So we rolled the dice. I did get the win. And I'm going to start with, you ready for some powerful magic?
Take it away.
Island go.
Oh, what are we playing? Limited?
wait, hold on. Whoa.
I'm just going to play a Hedge Maze, do a Surveil, and I'll pass back to you. I'm
going to Island cycle a Lorien Reveal here. We're going to find an Underground Sea.
I'm going to put that Endurance in the bin.
I do feel like your turn 1 Surveil is perhaps more powerful, though.
I will take it.
That's the only thing that makes me sad about these Island Cyclers is you can't get the Surveil lands with them.
What? Yes, you can.
Well, no, but you can't then put them in play. It's like, it's so slow. No, you're right. It is a legal target. It's not my desired target, though.
Yes, you do want an untapped land with the Cyclers.
Sure. This is such a far table.
Here we go. Cheers.
Thank you, friend.
There you are.
All right, untap. Dude, I didn't see it. Draw for the turn. I'm going to play said Underground Sea into an... it'd be rude not to. Psychic Frog.
All right.
The matchup check.
Here we go.
I pass.
I will untap and draw. Slam a Psychic Frog.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's two things. You're playing against a friend, you're playing against a guest, and you're like, the format is Canadian Highlander. We are here to throw hands.
I have the Psychic Frog of old. I have a Baleful Strix.
All right.
When that enters, I draw a card, and I will pass back to you.
All right. We got ourselves a game of Magic here.
That's 30 cents.
Let's go Tempo here. I'm going to Brazen... that's so bad. If I Brazen Borrower,
give me another card?
You just get to draw again. Yeah.
But you get another card.
All right. It's funny that you played that one exactly, because this was my other 2 drop. My own Baleful Strix.
Hilarious.
Yeah. All right. I'll draw off that, and I guess I'm going to feel weird about this Psychic Frog. Do I trade? So if I don't trade, my Psychic Frog does nothing. If I do trade, my Psychic Frog does nothing. All right, good question. I don't want to just sit here and let this gum up the board forever. You know what? Yeah, I'll swing.
All right, I will trade.
Yeah, all right.
Psychic Frog for Psychic Frog.
Wait, hold on. Pass.
Baleful Strix, points coming soon.
Yeah. Shuts off Psychic Frog.
Untap, draw. I'm going to play an Underground Sea as my land for turn. And then I'm going to pay black and cast Reanimate, targeting Baleful Strix. Oh wait, I should. I guess I could reanimate your psychic frog.
My psychic. Oh
But
man.
then we're just dueling baleful
Exact same. Oh my god. All right, I'm going to pay 3 life and go down to 17 here. So I'm going to fetch land. I'm going to grab a Rav Duel. Once again, denied from my Surveil. And I'm just going to see if I can draw counter magic.
Yeah.
God, this psychic frog right now is very funny. Why is this card pointed? It's so bad.
It gets blocked by Baleful Strikes.
Yeah.
Like a mere creature.
Yeah, so Water Grave untapped.
Seeing a little bit of points fly early. I love the wide point spread. It's fun. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to cast a Consider. This is with Reanimate on the stack.
Okay.
Look at the top card. Mental Misstep. I'm going to put Cling to Dust in my graveyard. And I'm going to draw... I mean, that would have been a sick
That would
answer
have been sick.
if I had the 1 mana.
If you ripped a Cling to Dust.
Reanimate will resolve.
All right, I will reanimate a Baleful Strix and lose 2 life going to 18.
Oh, hitting the answer without the mana feels bad.
And I will draw for turn.
Yeah.
After that, I will pass to you.
All right, untap. Draw for the turn. Let's swamp cycle a Troll of Khazad-dûm.
Lord of the Rings making
And then
a real strong
I'm going to shortcut a little bit here.
Yeah.
With the swamp, I'm going to cast a True Name Nemesis.
Okay.
We found an answer for the Baleful Strix mirror. Is Cleek going to resolve? I'm assuming this is the blue player
TNN?
check.
Yeah. TNN resolves, yeah.
Pass.
I'm going to flash in Orcish Bowmasters. And I will kill your Baleful Strix.
All right, we got ourselves a game of Magic here.
Yeah, a little creature duel. Okay, there's an Orc army in here somewhere. And currently he is an army of 1. There he is.
You got it? All right.
Boop. And that's the 2 mana for the Orcish Bowmasters.
Oh, that's so good against my deck. Yeah, all right.
All right, I will untap and draw for turn. And we're going to have to do a little race on this True Name Nemesis, huh? So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's good. I'm going to play Gaia's Cradle as my land for turn.
That's a good land drop.
It's a good land drop. I'm going to tap it for 3 and 3 more. And I'm going to cast a Metamorphosis Fanatic old school style. There is an Endurance in here.
I am so sad about this Cling to Dust right now. You
That's
have
why
no
I cast
idea.
it right now.
So this on the bottom was shuffled in entirely. What does the say?
You randomize them and put them on the bottom.
Oh,
and it has lifelink.
yeah, it does have a
which is
lifelink counter.
gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
I assume we're gonna do a little.
Yeah.
Let's do a little tag for him
Let's give it
just
an
so
L.
we remember. Here he is. That's a lifelinky endurance.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Then I will go to combat and I will attack you for 1 in the. How about 1 in the air? How about I don't just run
I'm
into
at
your
16,
TNN
yeah.
for no reason? All right, go ahead.
My God.
That was sweet.
For who? I drew the strip mine for your Gaia's Cradle.
Perfect.
So that does make me feel
Right
a
on
little bit better.
time.
Yeah. Yeah, right on time. What do I get to do here? Cards in hand?
Kind of $1,000,005.
I pass.
All right.
I pass.
I will untap and draw for turn. I will go to combat. Yeah. And I will attack you with both my big lifelinkers and a Baleful Strix.
3/4 and a 4/4.
Yes. So 8 damage coming.
I'm gonna block endurance, and then before damage, I'm going to flash in the Petty Theft of Brazen Borrower to return the Metamorphosis Fanatic to your hand.
Back to my hand.
And then
I gain no life, and you take 1.
I'll take 1. I'm at 15.
I will play a Scrubland as my land for turn.
Oh, the White Splash.
Tiny, tiny white splash. And I'm going to pay 3 for a Grist.
Yeah.
We'll take Grist up to 4. And mill 1. It's a Spring Heart name 2. It's an insect! Oh! It happened!
The prophecy.
It happened!
The moment of legend.
Oh my god!
That's really funny.
Okay.
That's really funny. So what actually happens when you hit an insect?
I do it
We have to
again.
reread
I make
Grist.
an insect.
So you get 2 bugs and 2 mills?
Yeah! Unless I'm gonna buy you.
Unless you hit an...
Oh my god! That was incredible! I've never had a high like that. Okay. Whew. Calm down.
Yeah, we good?
All right, and then I'm going to continue to dump my hand, casting Nethergoyf.
Nethergoyf.
Currently, sorcery, land, enchantment, creature, 4/5.
Uh-huh. Is that it?
That's all. Go ahead. Toxic Deluge.
Oh my god, no. Inquisition of Kozilek.
All right, you get to see a Chthonian Nightmare, an Eldritch Evolution, the Metamorphosis Fanatic, and a land.
Do you have a sorcery in your bin yet?
I do have a sorcery in my
You
bin.
do have a bin?
Yes, I have a Reanimate. I also have an enchantment, for what it's worth.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wonder what kills me more, and I think it might be the Eldritch Evolution. The Chthonic Nightmare, or however you pronounce that card,
Yeah, I only have the Nantuko in my graveyard right now.
is obviously pretty spooky. I mean, you getting the Nantuko back is big with a fetch land in hand.
Yeah,
Eldritch Evolution is so... You don't have double green, do you? Do you have the fetch land in hand?
I have the fetch land, yeah.
Oh my god. I think I need to get rid of the Nightmare, because I
Okay.
think if you get the Nantuko out, I'm extra dead.
That's completely fair.
Yeah. And then I'm going...
Start Nantukoing an Orcish Bowmaster.
Yeah.
I guess I can't do that if I reanimate it.
I'm going
but-
to pass to you.
All right, I will untap. I think Grist is actually at 5.
Is it get an
I think when it
additional loyalty
repeats
from that
itself,
too?
it gets a loyalty. 3 up to 4. Put a loyalty on Grist and repeat this process.
Wow.
It should be at 5. Sorry about that.
No. Yeah.
That is my first time that has ever happened.
World first.
Someday.
Yeah.
Okay, I will draw for turn. Okay, I'm going to... Interesting, so I can... Interesting. That changes things a little bit. And you can flash in the Brazen Barber, so I do need to remember that. I'm going to tick Grist up to 6.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because I can't kill your TNN, so I will mill a Time Walk.
Okay.
I'm glad I did that, because that definitely changes what we do.
So you have the Eldritch Evolution.
I
So you
do.
can get the Eternal Witness.
I can. I can also, by getting rid of my Orcish Bowmasters or my Baleful Strix. Oh no, it's 2 or more. So I could get rid of any number of things. Okay. Cool. I will play a Windswept Heath.
Yeah.
And I am going to sacrifice it for a green-black Bayou. Nope, Bayou's in the bin. Green-blue for a tropical island. Self-mill lists. You never know what you've already milled.
Or the worst, you search through your whole library.
And it's in your hand.
Yeah, no, it's in your library. And you're like, where is it, right? You at least checked before.
I did. I stopped myself. We caught it. So I do have the mana to go get Time Walk. I'm going to have to do it in a second, but I'll do green. Why would I do it now? I will go to combat. And
Terrifying.
I will attack you for 3, 4, and another 4 with another Nethergoyf.
All right, I'll block the lifelink one. Mm-hmm. I'll take 5 total.
5
Just
total.
quick Goyf count check.
Goyf count is enchantment, sorcery, land, creature. It remains
5.
4.
I'll go to 10. So
5
4 and
altogether.
1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I will cast Eldritch Evolution, sacrificing the Baleful Strix.
All right, I will respond.
Yes.
I have the opposition agent.
Oh,
And I waited for, I actually let
Very
the fetch
good.
resolve so I could hit the,
very good.
yeah, because you have the answer later on.
Yeah, I do.
So in this specific case, when I
Yes.
take control of the Eldritch Evolution, what happens? So
You put it in exile.
yeah, so no, but is the mana value locked in based on what you search for? So I get to search my deck for
Is that or less?
3 or 4? Right, so 4 or less.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I also get to see your hand.
You
but
do.
I believe I have the information from you
I
anyways,
have
right?
Metamorphosis Fanatic and
The Ephemerate is new.
The Ephemerate is new.
That's mega spooky. All right. I need a new.
So you search my deck.
I search your deck
Yes.
for a creature. Oh, there's so many good hits.
There are so many good hits.
All right.
They don't go to the battlefield. You're going to have to cast them old school style, but
Old school style.
yeah, tapping mana.
Tapping mana.
I know, gross.
All right, so I have to pick a card I can actually cast, or something I want you to get rid of.
I assume it fixes your mana, yeah. Yeah.
I want you to read Opposition Agent.
Man, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. All right, hold on. While an opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. Oh, okay. So I think the issue was, in my mind, I think of Eldritch Evolution. I'm like, oh, I just get to put that into play.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you get to find a legal target and then put it into exile for yourself.
And then you
Okay.
can cast it, yeah.
I think the problem with Opposition Agent is it's so scary that people just already assume they know what it does.
Right, yeah.
And that's obviously false. Does this hit anything? It might.
Shriekmaw?
I'm looking at Shriekmaw, honestly.
Shriekmaw is so good.
Yeah.
You cannot find it because it's 5.
You know what? That is correct. I'm going to hit this Barrowglyph.
That seems good.
Yeah. I just need something that has lifelink and Death Touch
It's very big.
to deal with your board. So Eldritch Evolution, it's your priority again.
It is. I've done my combat. You know what's in my hand, and I
Yeah.
think I'll pass with that.
Yeah, the Ephemerate makes, I mean, when I was thinking about the Shriekmaw, also, I was just like, oh, Ephemerate makes it really bad here. The only target is your Endurance, which is also really awkward.
Yeah.
All right, draw for the turn. I'm going to cast my Barrowglyph.
No, my Barrowglyph. That's mine.
I mean, you might just be able to rip a land off the top and cast that Metamorphosis Fanatic, which is a nightmare, because then you can also Ephemerate it, which is also a nightmare.
Yes.
I need to start pressuring your Grist.
Yes.
So I'm going to hit it for 3 with True Name.
3 it is. It goes down to 3.
I pass.
All right. I will untap and draw. Boop. Okay. I'm going to minus Grist to 1. I will sacrifice an insect and kill the Barrowglyph.
The Barrowglyph, yep.
And then I ripped a land.
Oh. I was almost back in. I was almost back.
Which means I can cast this Metamorphosis Fanatic, but I should do it after combat because there's no reason to get fancy. You just have the 3/2
I
bag?
definitely just have the 3/2 bag.
Okay, well, I think your life total is low enough that I just want to jam. I'm going to send with all the wee-wees as well. So 3, 4, 5, 6 plus it is now 5 because of Baleful Strix.
So that is lethal if I don't block the Nether
1,
Glyph.
2, 3.
Yeah, I
plus
have to
5.
block the Nether
Yes.
Glyph. So block that. I'll take.
Wait, that's not true. Sorry, I know you're totally right. I forgot about the endurance. Yeah, 6 plus the
Yeah. So block here. I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go to 4, and you'll gain 4 life.
I gain 3 life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a
Endurance is
3/4,
a 3/4. Yeah.
So I go up to 21.
Yeah.
And then second main, we will cast the Metamorphosis Fanatic and reanimate the Barrowglyph.
Which has lifelink now.
Which is lifelink.
Yeah.
He's so lifelink.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother making him a special card.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. I think we could probably go to game 2.
That was sweet. Yeah, reanimate the Baleful Strix for a second time.
Yeah. So I could have hit the Opposition Agent on your fetch land because I was a little bit resource starved.
Yeah.
But then you just don't use the Eldritch Evolution, and you kill it next turn with the Grist, and it's just, it buys me a little bit of a turn, but I think I get way more value out of it.
I agree. I mean, you definitely got me because you had the 3 mana up for the flashy Brazen Borrower, and so I was like, well, you know, you've got to play. I'm sure it's some kind of interaction spell or the Brazen Borrower, but I was not ready for Oppo, and that is the nightmare of Eldritch Evolutions everywhere.
Yeah, in my mind, I definitely thought I got the creature for free, which makes it even better, because with the land, you can just play the land, right? So, I don't know. I definitely did the Magic player thing of thinking I knew what the card did without actually reading the card. So
it keeps me off. It keeps me off Time Walk, though. If I had the Timeless Witness in play, and then I can cast Time Walk that turn. So it had to be done. Something had to be done.
So Eldritch Evolution gets you the card for free, but not me for free. Not fair.
It's totally rude. Totally rude.
Otherwise, I think your deck just, everything lined up really, really well there.
That was exactly what the deck is designed to do. It's just kind of continual pressure, really high quality creatures. And I can make trades that other decks are less comfortable making because I've just got so many ways to loop creatures.
Having a turn 2 Psychic Frog and then just being like, cool, it does nothing, felt pretty bad, I'm going to be honest.
I was a little low on the hand, but I was like, you know, I have time for my bird. You don't have to cut it.
No.
It's for me, cutting is like, do you know the origin of Cheers?
No. Wait, was it like a trust thing? So like the liquor spill?
It was a trust thing.
I guess I did know that, yeah.
So it's like, it started as a way to be like, I haven't poisoned you and you haven't poisoned me, and I trust that. And I feel like that's sort of where Cheers, like the cutting decks, lives these days. It's like...
It's a social thing as opposed to like a non-actual... Okay,
it evolved into more of a ritual thing for me than a trust issue.
I have keep.
I am keep also.
All right. I'm going to lead with a Verdant Catacomb. Good luck, friend.
All right. Good luck to you. I will draw and play a Marsh Flats. And I am going to correct the Marsh Flats right away. I'll go to 19. And I will search for a Underground Sea and use it to cast a Deathrite Shaman.
Ooh, I'm going to respond to Deathrite.
Respond to Deathrite.
How do I want to do this?
Oh,
I'm going to
there are options.
my own Underground Sea, and then I'm going to return it to my hand by daising your Deathrite.
Oh.
Yeah. Once again, denied my turn 1 Surveil. Feels bad, but I think getting the Deathrite off is...
Yeah.
Just, no. You cannot have your 1 mana Planeswalker. I'm sorry.
After that, I'll pass back to you.
Yeah.
I do have an Underground Sea, I'm sure of it. There it is.
All right, would you like to cut?
There you are.
Oh, Shivo unlocked. Both players are shuffling.
Oh,
Let's
we
go.
did it. We did it.
All right, draw for the turn. Underground Sea pass.
We're matching.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Well, you knew about this.
Do a little cheers.
I had to show it.
I will untap and draw for turn. And this time, I will play Woodland Cemetery because I have a swamp. And I was like, do those colors match?
Very good.
Do the color Woodland Cemetery and play my own turn 2 Psychic Frog.
I'm going to respond with a Consider.
Yeah, consider the frog.
I'm going to put a Fairy Mastermind into my graveyard and rip the Force of Will. No.
All right. I will pass back to you.
Psychic Frog?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah. Island. Go.
No Baleful Strix? This was the plan. I was going to get one. We were going to get Baleful Strix pointed. Because it stopped Psychic Frog. I will go straight to combat. And attack you with a frog.
I'm going to flash in an Orcish Bowmaster.
Flash in an Oakish Bowmaster. Sure.
I'm going to mark 1 damage on it.
1 damage on the frog.
I mean, all right. No blocks.
No blocks.
How much damage am I going to take?
Just 1 at
I got
this
18.
moment. Okay. I draw a card.
I'd like to mark one more damage on Psychic Frog.
Yeah, I'm gonna discard a Harvester of Misery, and I'll put a thing on it. And then
That was my super sneaky line.
yeah, I could have discarded
saw
before.
through it.
Before no, I did not. I was like, oh, weird. Okay, you're gonna draw a card, you ding dong. It's me. I was the ding dong all along. And then I'm gonna play a basic island, and I will cast Grist.
Oh, right. I also get another
sure
+1/+1 counter on my army after that. Oh, Grist. Oh, how delightful.
Back.
How delightful.
I'm gonna tick her up to 4.
Yeah.
I will mill Gaia's Cradle and make a single bug.
All right, one single bug is
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the double bug combo. This is a combo deck, actually. Plan to mill Springheart into go.
I'm going to play a Creeping Tar Pit. My own Psychic Frog. What is this matchup? I'm going to send my army at your Grist.
I'll jump.
Yeah. Pass.
All right, I will untap, including the frog, and draw this magic card. It was the perfect one. It was exactly the one I wanted to see.
Sacrifice your frog to kill my frog. Reset the board.
I'd like to do this. I'm going to cast Reanimate,
Ooh.
targeting Harvester of Misery.
Yeah. Does that have an ETB?
It does.
Is it bad for me?
It will kill your Orcish Bowmaster and army.
It does sound bad for me.
And it will make my Psychic Frog smaller. But also yours. Currently, it will kill your Psychic Frog. I assume you will save it.
Yeah, I'd like to save it. I'm just trying to think of what card in my hand I want to get rid of. I'm going to pitch a Lorien Revealed
Okay.
to put a +1/+1 counter on my Psychic Frog.
Okay. Reanimate resolves.
Resolves.
So I go to 14. Harvester of Misery makes both frogs smaller.
Yeah.
And then I will play a Volrath Stronghold as my land for turn. And cast a Boggart Trawler, which will exile your graveyard. And then,
Oh, she's popping off!
and then I'm going
she's
to kill your
popping
Psychic
off!
Frog. We're doing
Oh
it.
my god! Yo!
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Then I'll attack you for 2 with the frog.
So it's currently 0 damage.
Yes.
Would you? I think it has to deal combat damage for me to.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you're gonna. All right. No blocks.
I could do anything.
You could. Yeah.
I could do anything. Like discard this land.
Yeah. Just let me
And
continue to
hate for
frog
one. Hate
splain
for
too.
one.
Let me keep frog splaining over here. Yeah. Draw your card.
All right, I'll draw this card.
All right.
I'll pass to you.
Oh man, my. I need to show you afterwards how awful and like the tempo and pacing of everything this game has lined up because it hurts.
I have had
That has
very good
Menace?
opening hands. It is a 5/4 with Menace. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure right now.
True name Nemesis.
There he is.
Yeah, but it like
You can't. No blocking.
go to you.
I will untap. And draw for turn. I do not want to Volrath Stronghold. Interesting. I mean, that's cool. I'll pay 2. And play Emperor of Bones. And I will eat your frog.
Hold on.
I'll go to combat.
Hold on. Talking about things
Jumping all the
things
steps.
that have lined up really poorly. I drew the Force of Will.
Oh, good.
But way too late is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pitch this counter spell.
Oh no!
Right? Like it's just the turn after all the threats have resolved.
You drew the
I have
exact
it
answers.
the wrong time. Yeah.
All right.
So no, you may not have an Emperor of Bones.
Okay, go to 16.
Yes.
That
is what Force of Will does.
I will give this frog flight.
Yep.
By exiling a Boggart Trawler, an Underground Mortuary, and Marsh Flats.
Okay.
And I will attack you for 8.
I go to 8.
When it hits, I draw.
Yep.
And I will tick up the
Yep.
Grist, mill a land, get a bug.
Yep.
Pass.
All right. Untap. Draw for the turn. I'm going to cast a Shadow Spear.
Ooh,
I'm gonna equip
with
a
a wife wing?
I'm going
That's
to
good.
equip the Shadow Spear. I'm going to clear Grist.
Yep, Grist gone.
All right. I'm at 12. Pass.
Grist down. Untap. Do I want Grist? Can I cast Grist if I put her on top with a Stronghold?
Oh, this very funny board state where you just keep replaying Grist and I just keep clearing
Keep
Grist, but I
Grist.
lose the race and the card advantage. This is the worst escalator
no, that's
ever. I'd like to
okay.
get off this escalator, please.
I will go to combat.
Yeah.
And I will attack you for 9.
All right, I go to 3.
When this hits, I draw.
Yeah.
And that's a 4/2.
It's a 4/2. Yeah.
Probably should have just discarded my hand to kill you with a Psychic Frog, but I always forget that that's an option.
Right. I was just dead on board.
So instead, I will be annoying and play a Phantasmal Image copying my Harvester of Misery and kill your
Stop, I'm already dead. I'm already. So instead of taking the win,
And
I'll just break your
I will
spirit.
just misplay and be rude.
Oh my God.
I'll play a Satyr Wayfinder because it's fun.
Yeah.
Pass to you. I milled Eternal Witness, Abhorrent Oculus, Birthing Pod, and Animate Dead, so I whiff on the Satyr Wayfinder.
All right. You know what? I think if I concede now, we might have time for game 3.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right.
Holy moly.
That was sweet.
So, all right. So I had the counterspell in hand when
Yes.
I played the Creeping Tar Pit tapped, but then I drew my
TNM?
own Psychic Frog.
Oh, the Psychic Frog,
So I was
right.
like, it's so funny to have Psychic Frog versus Psychic Frog.
Yeah.
So I played out, and then you rip the Reanimate to clear mine. So I
Yeah.
have the counterspell in hand. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I hate this.
I drew the Boggart. I didn't have a creature to sack to Grist to kill.
Oh, yeah.
But I did have the Reanimate and the Harvester in hand. So I knew I had an answer for the Orcish Bowmasters.
Sure.
And some of the Frog. The Harvester has been great. That's been an addition I made recently, and
Well, with your Reanimate package as well, it's awesome.
there's so many like the aggro matchup's really tough for this deck because there's like certain cards you have to draw, otherwise my like Satyr Wayfinders are just so slow.
Yeah, but Psychic Frog is just such a great matchup.
If I draw a Psychic Frog,
it's specifically
good.
there, right? Yeah.
Obviously, Barrogoyf is like a win on the spot.
I can't believe how well you have answered my Psychic Frog both games back to back. Just like I am playing what are typically very, very, very hard to answer threats. Like you have crushed True Name 2 games in a row. You've made my Psychic Frog look laughable 2 games in a row. Like the way that these decks are matching up right now is you are popping off, and I'm here for it.
I'm glad it's doing stuff because it's one of those decks that if it doesn't do anything, it looks glacially slow. So that was fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, your Reanimate lets you just cheat on mana so efficiently, right? And then the Psychic Frog plays double duty in your deck for that same reason.
Right.
I will keep this hand.
Keeping that one.
All right.
I'll keep this one as well.
I'm going to play with perfect information this time. Show me your secrets, Gitaxian Probe. I will know what to line up. All right.
I've got a Fimage, an Eternal Witness, Overlord of the Baelmerk, and a Bill, and a trio of lands.
All right, so I don't have to worry about just dying out of nowhere the first couple turns.
No, this is a slower hand for sure.
Let me read Impending. So I have a question for Impending, which might give away some information from my hand. When you cast it for Impending, is it a creature spell on the stack? Because it enters as a non-creature. Is it like the Weird Gods? Or is it still a creature?
You cast it for its impending cost,
It isn't a creature until lessons removed. I think it is a creature on the
I think it's
stack.
a creature spell, yes.
All right, so I'm at 18 from Gitaxian Probe. Going to draw. No graveyard shenanigans for you.
No.
Swamp, Deathrite Shaman. I pass.
Rude. I'll draw. Well, if you know all my secrets, then I'm just going to play a Wooded Foothills and pass.
All right. Untap, draw. Notably, Rachel did not crack it to accelerate me on this turn.
I did not. I waited. I was so patient.
Island, Preordain.
Pretty good.
Scry. You know what? This time we are going to bottom. And we're going to draw a different spell. Pass.
This time I will sacrifice the Wooded Foothills. And I'm going to go get a green-black Surveil land, which is over something mortuary. Underground No, that's under city
No, I think you
sewers.
nailed it. I think
Underground mortuary.
Yeah. Got there.
The blue and black and the green and black ones are so similar. It's like undercity sewers and underground mortuary they're like neighbors. They're next to each other in the Ravnica.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Wait, is it Ravnica? Feels like it should be Ravnica.
Yeah, it's Ravnica because this is
right. The
Karlach
murders
Manor.
happen. Yeah, right. I always forget that.
It's everybody did, including the people who designed the set.
Oof. Damn.
But one of Magic's most beloved planes. I will leave that on top.
All right.
And
Wasted the surveil. No, I'm
I'll
joking.
untap and draw. I know, I missed on value here.
I haven't gotten to surveil even once.
I'm going to play an Underground Sea, and I'm going to Fimage your Deathrite. And we will Deathrite fight.
But this is my death, right?
I know.
Okay.
We're going to duel. Go ahead.
End step, I'm going to eat your land, and I'm
Land
going
eaten.
to flash in a fairy mastermind.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at actually doing tempo stuff here, right? I'm going to hit you for 2.
2 it is. I go to 18. No, I go to 17.
17,
because of the
yeah,
fetch.
yeah.
I just didn't update my life total.
I'm actually just going to shock and pass.
So, the old shock and pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man. I've never done dueling death rights with you before. This is always such a fun minigame.
It's very silly.
If you've never done it before, it's basically whoever needs it less wins.
Yes. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast a Bristly Bill. Feelings? Thoughts?
Bad.
Bad?
Toxic.
It's certainly cactus. Pointy. If he resolves,
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Polluted Delta,
The fetch land.
and I will give him a little hat.
Sure.
Every +1 counter is a hat, you see? That makes him a little taller and stronger.
Sure.
And with that, I will pass to you.
So if I activate my death right now, I can maybe force Rachel to crack her fetch land in response if she wants to eat it. But then she has a land in her graveyard the next turn for me to eat it.
I know.
Unless she sees that and she just lets me get her for 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the play here is. I'm going to try and exile Gitaxian Probe to drain you for 2 life.
That's fine.
All right.
15.
See, that's the death right battle.
It's all mind games.
Bristly Bill is a problem.
No, he's a father. Wake up, little ones. There's a new day ahead.
It's time to go to school. Yeah, I'm going to hit you for 2.
2 in the air. Can't do anything about that. I go 13.
I pass.
Interesting. Do I care to crack this in this moment? No, I'm okay. I'll untap. And draw. I will play a Boseiju as my land for turn. And we'll put the counter on Bill. For my Deathrite will die if I give it a counter.
Yep. So Bill's a 4/4 now?
4/4.
That's such a big Bill.
He grows ever stronger. I will attack you for 4.
Rude. I go to 12.
Before
No blocks.
before damage, I want to do this now. I'm going to crack the Polluted Delta
Sure.
and go find a Hedge Maze. Nope. Go find a Tropical Island, the untapped one.
Sure.
Everything is surveillance up here.
Yeah, I know.
Counter on Bill.
Yeah.
5 coming.
Right. And you'll be at 12 from that as well. So, and no other effects?
Yes, I go down to 12. Yeah.
All right, and I'm at 11.
Okay. And then what are we gonna do? There's only the one Polluted Delta for anyone to eat. And somebody's gonna have to eat it.
Yeah, the Eaton's pretty thin, pretty skinny right now.
I'm going to pay 2 this way and cast a Fiend Artisan.
I'm going to respond.
Respond.
Yeah. I'm going to hard cast a Subtlety.
Mm.
And I would like to put that creature spell on the top or bottom of your library.
Top or bottom?
You get to choose which.
I'm okay with bottom for this one.
All right. We cannot let Rachel's deck have creature tutors.
No. Even bad ones. I will pass to you.
All right, untap, untap, untap.
A lot of flyers going
Removal
around.
spell for Bill. You know what? That
You have a
counts.
lot of power. You can race me, right?
Baleful Strix, our boy.
Oh.
Our boy is back.
Oh. Praise
Yeah,
me.
all right.
Praise. Oh, yeah, it resolves.
I'd like to attack you for 5.
5. Well, cannot do anything about this in this moment. I will go to 7.
All right, scores are 7 to 11. This is tight. I pass.
And we'll untap. We've got a bill. What are we hoping for here? That is a great answer to that question.
Is it your own Baleful Strix?
It is Baleful Strix. The answer to all things.
Yeah.
Baleful
Look, best
Strix.
removal spell of the game, apparently.
One Ring?
Oh, I have an answer.
Yeah, I thought you did.
I've been sitting on this spell piercer so long.
There it is.
Oh,
There
finally,
it is.
finally! A counter spell lined up at the right time.
Well, you've got all these flyers and a Baleful Strix. I think my goose is cooked, but I will pass to you. Am I just dead in the air?
Yeah, so you have
Oh, yeah, you have
5.
7.
And so
Then
I activate a death threat right now.
Yep. Then
I'm going
I'm
to target the
then
spell
I am
pierce.
simply dead.
Yeah.
I do not
Oh.
have the firepower in the air that you had.
The consolation game 3. Your deck absolutely popped off. Basically
Thank
in
you.
every game, even in this one. Like, what a terrifying combination.
I mean, it's a bit of a non-bow, but
Sure.
Phantasmal Image is just so good in creature decks, especially one that I'm actually pretty low on legendary creatures in general.
Sure.
Like Bill's here, and I just put Nadu in. That's a new one, but like it matches up really well against Caracas type stuff, which is cool.
Naughty Bristly Bill. You don't even
Gross.
have to play the combo, right? It's just
No,
good.
I'm not. The deck is just. It's like if I do not do enough, it's probably good enough to win the game.
Sure.
If I cast Time Walk enough, it's probably good enough to win the game.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't need like it has the one infinite Time Walk combo, but
Sure.
it's pretty slow.
That's ephemerate, timeless friend.
With Eternal Witness kind of
just
stuff.
look at
So
witness over and over.
yeah, then you get your infinite turns. But other than that, it's been pretty sweet. I loved this matchup. We have so many similar cards.
Yeah, but yours all seem to outperform mine.
The Flyers crush.
Yeah, well, the thing with tempo
Yeah.
is if you can control the pace of the game, you feel like a genius.
Right.
Right? Like your opponent can't do anything, but you're low on haymakers. And so when it comes time to stabilize or come back, like what's that little, you're hoping they're on the bicycle and you get to put a stick in the wheel or something
Sure,
like that.
yeah.
Like what is the one moment I have to try and turn things around? Because I'm not playing like a Toxic Deluge
Right.
or any of those massive threats. So game 3, we finally got to see, like Spell Pierce is not a tremendously powerful piece of interaction, but when you're ahead and you're applying pressure and your opponent goes, all right, this is my stabilizer, and you get to say no, that's when it works. But
sure.
in the other games where I had the counter magic in hand on all the wrong turns,
Yeah.
and you're like, please help me, my life is in shambles. So it goes.
It's interesting. Yeah, you can't tempo from behind for sure, but it's cool that you get to double spell like proactive creatures and your counter spells.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I really appreciate that. This
I
has
loved
been
it.
obviously a dream. As soon as I found out that you were playing Highlander, I have wanted this moment to happen. If people were looking for you and your stuff, where can they find you?
I host the Command Zone podcast on YouTube and wherever you find podcasts. Have also been on game nights and that kind of stuff. I play D&D live with a group of comedians in space. They're not in space. The D&D is in space. On a show called Better Than Heroes. It's at 7 p.m. Pacific on Mondays. And that's a YouTube channel as well. Otherwise, I'm just on the internet. I'm on X and Blue Sky and Instagram talking about Magic, Commander, and Canadian Highlander, and otherwise.
Heck
And
yeah.
brackets.
Brackets. Oh, the brackets.
Yeah.
So glad we don't have to worry about brackets.
Yeah, you've got points. You got it all figured out. You Canadians. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, that's going to do it. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. I've been Serge, joined by the wonderful Rachel Weeks.
Thanks for having me.
Shout out to Ben on Tech.
Ben.
Oh, pardon me. A reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you, the support of the Patreon, over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. And again, deck list, description, let us know your favorite moment, all that stuff down below. Bye-bye.
Bye.